What do you think are the most important or most pressing concerns for the world today?
Oh, well, the immediate concern for many countries will be keeping the economy stable and maintaining growth and prosperity. It's so whether you're in America, which is at a very developed level, whether you're in China, which is rising rapidly, or whether you're in Singapore, which is at quite high level, but we want to do better for ourselves. I think beyond that, which affects many cities, is a question of population, demography. On the one hand, you have the question of rural populations coming in and overwhelming you within the city. But on the other hand, you have the question of the population within the city not really having very many babies. And in cities around the world, the urban population tend to have fewer kids than the rural population. If you're living in a farm or in a village, well, the pace of life is slower, you have more children, and you need more children to man the farm. If you're working in offices, a couple, both husband and wife with jobs, and sharing a little flat, well, you think carefully about your lifestyle choices before you decide to start a family. So how to keep the city population vibrant and keep on maintaining itself, reproducing itself, without being overwhelmed by numbers coming in from outside. I think that worries many cities. For the long term, although it's an issue which people talk about a lot, I think climate change will affect many cities. Certainly Singapore will be affected by climate change. Well, you can see the rainfall patterns changing, you can see the sea levels will be rising, the temperature will be rising, and it will affect our urban life, urban design, and we will have to adapt to it. How do we adapt to it? How do we protect ourselves? I think those are very difficult problems. I was in London recently, and they were talking about how with the change in the weather, you're going to have more intense storms, you're going to have storm surges, you're going to have floods. The London barrage, the Thames barrage, which is supposed to keep the sea out and prevent floods, well, at some point, the water rises higher than that, and it will be a problem for London. And we have to think in Singapore, what problems will we face when this happens? What can we do about it is another problem, another question, because everybody can see the problem. Many people admit that it is a serious problem, but not many people will volunteer to start acting on it because it's so long-term and so painful. So that's a challenge for us.